What's up, this is Damien. So I'm making this video as I really want to chat to whoever's listening about something cool. Basically just wanted to chat about traveling, because I'm doing that and it's pretty freaking awesome. How it is basically about expanding and pushing your limits in certain cases. And I think that's what traveling does, because you realize realities are changing really fast. So every day is a new experience, a new opportunity to grow and learn and make new encounters, as opposed to being always in one reality, which is the same. You know what's going to happen this afternoon, you know what's going to happen after that, you know what's going to happen tomorrow morning. Whereas traveling is pretty much every single day is just a whole new experience. You have no idea what's going to happen in the future. So what I've understood is always expect the best without any attachments. Live in the present, learn from the past, and be excited about the future. So one thing I've understood is basically because things are happening and changing all the time, your past seems to be further away, it seems, mentally. So you basically, when you think about what you did yesterday or the day before yesterday, and let's say it just seems so far away. And that is why you can have emotions of missing people. So I think traveling has a lot to do with the different emotions felt, realizing that time is quite a very malleable thing, a very fluid thing. It's kind of, the present moment is kind of what you're in right now, and taking action on what excites you the most in every given moment. And then the future is kind of just one of those things of, okay, what do I feel like? Oh wow, it would be cool to go to this place, or it would be cool to go and explore that. So you take action, go based on going to find that reality in the present moment, and then the reality comes up and it's again in the present moment, so it's always in the present. So that's what I've learned, learning. And also when you start to push yourself and push your limits, you basically get excited about doing things that before you were uncomfortable doing. And you go along doing these activities and realizing, holy motherfucker, I can actually do this. And then you do it again, and it becomes more exciting, and then it's exciting, and then basically what fear is, what you realize fear actually is just your own limits set by yourself in your own little head. So fear, false evidence appearing real. Once you start to enjoy fear, you start to realize that actually fear is just an emotion. And I think it's just an emotion that's very similar, or in fact the same, to excitement, filtered through different beliefs of what the outside reflection is. So you kind of have this fearful, which kind of contracts you, it makes you feel, ah. But if you realize that it's just your own limits set by yourself, and if you're excited about fear and you realize that you're aware of your emotions, and you think to yourself, hold on, I'm feeling this way based on that outside reality. It's not danger, it's just fear. Then you start to say, but hold on. And then you start to get excited about it, and then you start pushing those limits and getting outside of your comfort zone. And that fear that once was fear before becomes excitement, becomes something that like makes you laugh. It makes you be like, I don't know. It's really cool. So when you have a fearful situation that presents itself to you, observe it, observe how you feel, and realize that it's just creation by yourself. So dive into that fear. Let it be that signal that tells you, what's up, bro? There's a belief that's out of alignment. Wake up, get back into it, step into that fear, grow from it. Something that is a quote that I read. Fear also stands for, you can either face everything and rise, or you can, what's the other one? Forget everything and run. Forget everything and run. It's your choice. You know, we all have the power of choice. Choice of how we feel, the choice of how we react to things, the choice of what we do. Choice. So it's our responsibility, our ability to respond, and our choices are our thing that we have in order to choose what we want out of our reality. So enjoy life, make the wise choices. Sometimes they're tough, but you always learn from them. Some random chat, a random discussion. I'm sitting here in Koh Phangan after a very successful hitchhike from Malaysia yesterday to come and meet some amazing friends. And now I'm chilling, and I can guarantee it was worth it. The experience is great. met some amazing people, had some amazing experiences, and at the end of the day, it was about a 16-17 hour journey from one transport system. I was on the back of motorbikes with all my luggage and shit, and kind of being like sitting like Notre Dame of Paris, but like all buckled up and painting for like 60 kilometers on the back of this one dude. But at the end of it, I just meditated in that scenario and just was like, oh, it's painful, my back's tweaking, my legs are this and that, but it was all worth it. And I got into the last part of my journey. That was another crazy story, but last part of my story, and I kind of was faced with this situation where there was no more boats coming to Koh Phangan, and I was tired, and I was like, okay. But then I realized, I'm like, you know what, everything happens for a reason. Outside reflection is just outside reflection that we perceive on the outside reality is just a reflection of yourself. And on the way to the ferry, because I had to go to Koh Samui, which is not where I wanted to go, but it was what it was, so I kind of got there. And I remember telling myself, you know, it's not over till the fat lady sings. And next thing, I was positive, and I kept my vibration high, kept my emotions feeling great. And next thing I know, got there, the ferry had been delayed, the one that I needed to be on. So the driver ran there and got me on the right ferry. So it always happens to your advantage when you feel good and you realize you're in the mode of acceptance, you're in the vibration of acceptance, love, and whatever is meant to be. You're appreciative and grateful for each moment, and just go forward in the best way possible, in the way that makes you feel great. I love you all. Great chat, Damien. Yes, I'm just looking at my face here. Great chat, and we'll keep connect with the world and rock and roll, baby, rock and roll.